Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Ross McCorkle. There's been a conversation around the Steelers secondary entering the 2025 season, and a lot of the local media folks seem to be down on the group's potential overall. Some have been pointing to it as the worst or the second worst unit on the team, and I think it's probably safer to describe it as an X factor rather than just a negative. If Darius Slay proves to be too old and plays like Patrick Peterson did a couple of years ago, and if Joey Porter Jr. doesn't take that next step and still commits his penalties, and if Beanie Bishop Jr. proves why he was an undrafted free agent and doesn't progress in year two, then sure, things could fall apart rather quickly in the secondary. But I would argue that the opposite is also true. Darius Slay played pretty well for the Eagles last year despite not having an interception for the first time since his rookie season. And we've already seen it with Joey Porter Jr. Just look to his rookie season when he was one of the best young corners in the entire league. If he can clean up the penalty stuff and finally take that next step with Gerald Alexander back as his secondary coach, then the Steelers are automatically in much better situation than they were last year. Add on to it that Beanie Bishop Jr. was among the team leaders in interceptions as an undrafted rookie and the natural progression he might see. And then look at the safety group. Minkah Fitzpatrick, though he's had a couple of down years, has still been very solid overall, and I wouldn't rule out the possibility of him finally turning the corner and going back to his playmaking ways. It's not like he's old, and I don't think he's lost a step. And playing next to Deshaun Elliott and having some continuity back there at safety in the tandem could pay huge dividends for this team. I also think that there's better depth this time around. Corey Trice Jr., Brandon Echols, and Juan Thornhill represent a pretty solid bit of secondary depth compared to last season. The pessimistic view is that this could be one of the worst parts of the Steelers roster. But there is an optimistic way at looking at it, and it actually could end up being one of the strengths. It's not going to be on the level of the Ravens' star-studded secondary, but it's good enough, especially with this front seven and pass rush, to get the job done. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and check out The Terrible Podcast with Dave Bryan and Alex Kozora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.